Well, hello everyone and welcome back to another video and the final F1 2021 game experiment, because obviously there was one left on the list, and that was what is everyone had the performance of Red Bull. Now, a little bit of a disclaimer, the Mercedes. Yeah, I haven't been able to fix the previous issue we had from that stream that I did ages ago, where I tried it out on stream and it didn't work. Basically, the Mercedes car, for whatever reason, doesn't like the Red Bull performance file. So, nevertheless, we're going to soldier on. So, 18 cars will be good, and then the Mercedes, well, you'll see what they're going to be up to. We're going to be driving, of course, as Yuki Tsunoda as well. He's been, doing very well recently for AlphaTauri. He's even done better than Gasly in this year's car at times as well. I say at times, but yes, into qualifying, and you can see the Mercedes are way out in front as well. We're in P4 though, so that's effectively P2 if you discount the two Mercedes as well. Coming across the line then for a 1:27.7 as well, which is enough to put us fourth. As well, yeah, a little bit not as quite as close as I thought it would be. They've got the likes of Leclerc, Perez, Norris, and Alonso all close together. Ricciardo not really where he should be. They're ahead of Sainz, not having a great time there. Gasly only 11th there, as well. And then Schumacher out qualifies Raikkonen, Giovinazzi, and obviously Mazepin, of course, in his rightful place of last place. I think Latifi's the only one that actually misses him, because it's somebody he can actually beat every week in the car. But nevertheless, we're going to ignore him and move to our grid, focus on our race. Going to be a one-stop strategy from soft to mediums, with only a 25% race. No reason to involve any hard tyre strategy or two-stop strategy today. So 5 red lights then for the Bahrain Grand Prix, and away we go. And it's an okay start. Trying to get on the inside, but Verstappen's going to squeeze us to that inside there. Can we get around the inside? No, Verstappen cuts across, Leclerc cuts across as well, so we've lost a position. There's Perez swooping across as well. We have to take a little bit of a good try to come back at Perez, but we've got back end stepped out, so not able to look at Perez there. Oh, but we've had to take avoiding action, because I think that Bottas who's had a Spinala in the Mercedes. We're up to P2 as well. We did have to take a little bit of avoiding action there to avoid not ramming into Perez at the last minute. So Verstappen dives bombs me at that corner, and he's going to get straight back up into P2 there. So it's Hamilton from Verstappen in this 2021 but Verstappen's not looking completely fast. We were able to dive it down the inside at the final corner and move back up to P2 as Hamilton sets fastest lap. You can see here that something's really wrong with his car. He's doing 217 miles an hour on the base game performance. We shouldn't be doing that, as Leclerc is going to have a go at Verstappen. He's already got past Perez, by the way. So Leclerc's going for a move on Verstappen. A great camera angle there. But eventually Verstappen cuts him out turn 2, and that's going to leave Leclerc a sitting duck to Perez, who gets past him at turn 4, and Perez is now up the order, as well as Bottas minces the Alpine. The Alpine has got no chance against the mighty Mercedes-powered battery Bottas. That's why he sticks behind Sainz, but I'm sure he'll know the amount of time before we mince him. As we're watching Leclerc, he's ahead of the two McLarens now. As no, he's not, because he's had an absolute Spinala and a half. So yes, obviously a lot of this is down to driver rating, which which is something weird. They really do, as Hamilton spun it as well. Can he get in front? Can we get in front before we can? No, we can't. There's Hamilton. He's still there off the circuit. Should be able to rejoin down in P4. But we have the lead now. from Verstappen and Perez. But yes, as I was saying, you know, a lot of these performances, even though we're in equal cars, is down to obviously there's still a little bit. The baseline performance as Hamilton spun it again. That Mercedes is now becoming a real handful, as Perez is going to upset Daddy Verstappen and go around the inside of his teammate to get up into P2. So, you know, nice little overtake completed on that fast left-hander there. But Perez and Verstappen not able to. I've got better pace than them, but this, of course, is Bahrain. It's a good circuit for me as well, which is why I picked to do this game experiment around here. Obviously, there is a factor of in the performance of each driver. There's that extra performance of where the car is a little bit. I don't, you know, especially on the base game, not so much in later years where the obviously the drivers' statistics can grow, but on the base game there, as we're watching Lando Norris come out the pits, Perez is going to come out ahead, is he? Yes, he's going to come out ahead of Verstappen, and Bottas almost careers into the back of Lando Norris as well. So Bottas has got in front of Ricciardo there. As well, we're watching Bottas, and it's another Spinala as well, and he ends off track. So we'll go back to our POV. With 4 laps to go, we do lead by 1.1. No, we don't. We've done a 360-degree turn. The safety car's been deployed because of that as well. I suspect one of the Mercedes might have spun as well. But, you know, we've lost the lead to Perez. We're still in a Red Bull sandwich with Verstappen. Don't know if he's got some sort of damage because, you know, he's got, before the safety car is 4 seconds off. But obviously, it's me versus Perez, really. Gasly P5. He was nowhere in this race, and Gasly's had a very good recovery for this race. Norris as well, and Gasly in front of Ricciardo as well, probably with DRS. Who, bad news for Ricciardo there. We got a great launch on the restart, and we'll overtake legally on the line and take the lead away from Perez instantly on the safety car restart. Had there not been a safety car, I think we would have probably not been able to catch him. But there we go. As we're watching on board with Valtteri Bottas, and I think you can guess what's going to happen at this moment. Yes, it's a Spinala for Bottas. Only a half Spinala there. As well as Norris now is going to upset Verstappen even further, and he's going to get in front of the Dutchman. So we'll have to finish the move off in P2, but that's the classic AI on the outside there. And then Gasly is going to finish Verstappen off as well. So Verstappen really must have some floor damage or something or other like that, because he has fallen right down the order now. As watching Lewis Hamilton trying to battle Antonio Giovinazzi, and unfortunately for Lewis, well, guess what? Yep, that's right. Another Spinala as well. And then Lewis, same corner after, has another one as well. So it's not been a great time for Mercedes. Toto Wolff will definitely be banging his fist. But for us, we're able to keep it ahead of Perez in the end. Just about. Keeping it with, thanks to the ERS, excuse me. And across the line we come to win the Bahrain Grand Prix. In the AlphaTauri for Yuki Tsunoda as well. You know, we did well. I thought we did well. Excuse me, in the AlphaTauri. Great job for the team. 1-4. You know, as well. AlphaTauri, Red Bull, McLaren. AlphaTauri, Red Bull, McLaren is that order with the 2 Alpines, 7th and 8th. Sainz not able to produce that. I suspect that's a little bit too much about his AI as well. And then Leclerc never recovered from his Spinala, so not a good day for the Scuderia. A great day for the likes of Mick Schumacher, who would have probably taken P13 in the 2021 Haas as well. So yes, all that's left, of course, is to try my hand at the Mercedes to see just how I can perform in it. In a 3-lap race at Bahrain, 5 red lights, and away we go. Now, we knew this from the previous time we tried this, the energy store in the MGK. I'm maxed out 100% wear already as well. We've got 3000% ERS, but we've already deployed all of it as well. So we've not had a great start. Again, trying not keeping in mind, you know, the amount of Spinalas. Vettel's up to P5 even as well. We missed the brake zone, even with the assists on. We happened to brake early. Ocon's managed to get a 3-second penalty. Don't ask me how. He's gonna. There goes Perez around the outside. We're trying to block Ocon, who's down our inside. There, we're going to try and get around the outside of Ocon. It's going to be a drag race, which should be no match for the mighty Mercedes, as well as something that's happened there. Oh, there's debris, and I think that's Norris out of the race. Ocon should have to give that place back because he overtook under yellow flags, and does until we go off. Circuit and come back on side by side with Lance Stroll, who's had a good start in the Aston Martin car. Well, a little twitchy there. Sainz goes through there as well. As Bottas is still going, I think, in this race. So we go down the inside. Quite a few cars there. Missed not braking zone completely, and then coming back on circuit slightly dangerously, but this is a video game after all, and we're going to accelerate away with Sainz, Stroll. Can we get Ocon? No, we can't. We're going to have to brake early to get this car turned in. So you survived 2 of the laps in this car. Can we survive one more to finish any more? We have a look at Ocon, but then we've gone completely off circuit, and that's the wall. Except we're still in this race with 3 wheels as well. Now, this gave me a little bit of an idea because I thought, what would happen if we went into the pits like this? Now, so I had to restart because otherwise it would have taken me 1,000 years to get round to the pits. We've got 3 punches plus 1 that's been sheared off. We somehow managed to able to drive into the pits. The tyre's still going about there. They haven't replaced that front right tyre that's been sheared off as well. We're still able to pull away with 3 tyres on the car. And on that note, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and you see plenty more F1 2021 and F1 22 game experiments. Hopefully, if modding is available on the new game. So until the next video, then I'll see you next time. Take care. Thanks so much for watching. Enjoy your day, and goodbye.